And at number 10, top 10, we've reached it. Everclear, Father of Mine. This song meant a lot to me at the time, and it still kind of does, and I love it. And Everclear is a band that I grew up with. I think I've seen Everclear in concert more than any other band, even though I haven't seen them in concert in 13 or 14 years. They actually are releasing a new album this year, amazingly enough. But back in their heyday, this song, when it came out, off of So Much for the Afterglow, I believe, Father of Mine, is just... what can I say? Every time I listen to it, I goosebumps, literal goosebumps appear on my spine. And you can pick at them, but I don't think that's healthy, and that might infect the goosebumps if you pick at them, so don't do that. Okay? Alright, number 9, The Refreshments, Bandidos. The Refreshments are a band that is Roger Klein's former band. Roger Klein still makes music today, and he has great albums and great songs with a band called Roger Klein and the Peacemakers, which if you haven't heard yet, you have to go listen to them and pick up all their albums. They're a great band. But Roger Klein's old band, The Refreshments, made some of my favorite music. Bandidos being one of my favorite songs. It has the lyric in it, "The world is full of stupid people." That is not the name of the song. No, it's called Bandidos. But they still perform the Refreshment songs with Roger Klein and the Peacemakers too, and they sound as good as they always have. And I will never deny the fun that I had with the album Fizzy Fuzzy Big and Buzzy from the Refreshments. So that's why it's number 9. Yeah. All right, at number 8 we have Plain White T's Hey There Delilah, and I don't care how you try to put a spin on it. You like this song. I don't want to hear it, okay? I know you might have heard it over and over and over again until it drove you a little crazy back when it came out in 2005? Yeah. But let me tell you this, okay? This is one of the most beautiful songs ever written, and I will argue this point until I dig my own grave. Because Hey There Delilah is just a sweet, sweet song. And I love it, and it's great. So take that. Alright? Yeah, that's why. Oh, coming in at number 7, Green Day, When I Come Around. So before they were conducting their own musicals from their own albums, they were rocking out and, were one of the greatest punk bands on the scene, and they had this great song and this great album, Dookie, with a bunch of amazing songs from it, but the one that really stood out for me was When I Come Around. And for a while there, it was between the song She and the song When I Come Around, and I had to go with When I Come Around because I just felt that was the better of the two songs, and it's so good. I mean, it still to this day is one of my favorite songs. Alright, number 6 now, Smashing Pumpkins, Disarm. Smashing Pumpkins, they come and go with their music. It's always ever-changing, and their new album actually sounds more like Siamese Dream than any of their other albums since Siamese Dream, but I will say this, that Disarm is my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song, and they had to make the list, and they made the list at number 6 with, in my opinion, their best song. You can't listen to the song and not just get chills. And if you don't get chills, then you must only be hearing a little bit of it, or turning it off, or it's got static in the background, and you need to turn the radio station and listen to Disarm when it's in full stereo quality sound, because it will melt your heart and your brain and your eyeballs and every other part of you. It's just that good. It's disarming, really. Okay, number 5, Old 97s with Question. Old 97s are my favorite band, and they have been for a long, long time. The song Question is, without question, probably the best love song that I have ever heard. And I will say that is the case. It's probably the best love song that I have ever heard. Written by the great Rhett Miller, probably my favorite songwriter out there. No, most definitely my favorite songwriter out there. And the song has great meaning to me. Old 97's Question, without question, a perfect number 5 on my list. Alright, number 4 we have Go Radio's Goodnight Moon. Go Radio, the lead singer, was the ex-lead singer of the band Mayday Parade. Mayday Parade now has a new lead singer that sounds a little bit like the guy that's now fronting Go Radio that used to be in Mayday Parade. Confused yet? Because I'm not, but I can tell you this. If you haven't heard the song Goodnight Moon, yes, and it is about the book Goodnight Moon, but it's deeper than that. It's a little more metaphoric than that. And you just have to hear it if you haven't heard it yet, because it's so beautiful, it's so touching, and it's just ... I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. It's mind-boggling to me how good this song is. It really is. So, listen to it. All right, number 3, another one of my favorite songwriters. We have the New Amsterdam's Picture in the Paper. Matt Pryor, or Matthew Pryor, Matt Pryor, whatever you want to call him. He's thrown out some great solo albums. He, of course, was the lead singer of the Get Up Kids, or is. I don't know if they're on a hiatus, or they've broken up, or whatever again, or if they're ever going to make another album, but for a while there, he was under the alias in the band, the New Amsterdam's, and from this particular song, Picture in the Paper, comes some of the most beautiful lyrics you will ever hear. And that's why it's so far down on my list. It's number 3. I like this song that much. So that should tell you something, that if you haven't heard New Amsterdam's Picture in the Paper, that you need to go listen to it. Do it. You won't be sorry. Alright, number 2. Number 2. That's right, we only have 2 left. Number 2 is Weezer and Butterfly. Now, going into making this list, I kind of told myself I had to contain the list to only one song from every artist from the top 100, because if I don't make that rule, then there will be like 35 Weezer songs, and that's just not fair to the other artists that could contribute songs to this list. So that's the rule I made. So I had to pick one Weezer song, and it really surprised me that it wasn't difficult at all. It was always going to be Butterfly, their very last song from Pinkerton. I was a Pinkerton nerd. I like Pinkerton more than the Blue Album. I rallied around that. I loved the album. It was my favorite album, and it's still one of my favorite albums. It's beautiful. It's the most honest songs. The songs on Pinkerton are the most honest songs, I believe, ever written. Rivers Cuomo's honesty is just spilled over onto these gorgeous songs, and Butterfly, to me, the most gorgeous, symbolic, metaphoric, beautiful song that you could possibly put at a number 2 on your favorite songs from the last 20 years, and that's what I did. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Ready for the drum roll? That's a clap. Make your own drum roll. We're going to do this now. Okay, you ready for number 1? Are you curious as to what it is? Well, for me, this has always been my favorite song since it came out, and it's never changed, and it's one of the most fun songs, and it brings back memories. It does the things to my brain that a number 1 favorite song of the last 20 years should do, and the nostalgia just kicks in right away from the first note, and it doesn't leave me. And the lyrics are beautiful. Everything about this song makes it my favorite song, and here it is. You ready? Better Than Ezra's Desperately Wanting. And I can't listen to the song more. When I listen to it, I have to listen to it 15 times because it's just that good. I want to keep hitting repeat. And it will always have that effect on me. It always means so much to me. And I can't even tell you how much it means to me when I hear it. And it's just beautiful. It's such a beautiful song. And yeah, so go listen to it. And go listen to this whole playlist. And take the number 100 through number 1 and make your own playlist and listen to all the songs and see if you don't agree with me on at least a little, I don't know, like 99% of them, which will be 99 out of 100 songs. And I don't want to hear what that one is that you don't agree with me. That these aren't some of the best songs, or all of the best songs that came from this era. And they are my favorites, so it doesn't mean that they're the best, because I do acknowledge the fact that there are better songs that probably came out of this era. But they're my favorite, and it's my list, so on you. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for listening to all these songs and my descriptions as to why they mean so much to me. So, thanks. Cha-cha now.